Good evening, everyone. Here is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, Mac in Hamilton, Ontario on the West Mountain. And it's Thursday evening, so that's why we're covering the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on the Simplex frequency of 446.125. Station to station communication without hesitation. Anyways, we're waiting for 7 o'clock to roll around, and I'll be the net controller tonight. Just stand by a few seconds. Attention all stations, this is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to the Thursday evening edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on 446.125 in Simplex. Station to station communication without hesitation. Anyways, our net meets 5 times a week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on the ZOE repeater, and here on Thursdays on the Simplex frequency. Also supporting the ZOE Friday night rag chew at 8 p.m. Anyways, without further ado, we'll take a quick standby for any time sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations. Nothing heard there. So, without any delay, let's open it up to anybody anywhere. If you got a valid call sign, I'm more than interested in hearing from you. Just recognizing that Bill, Matt, and Charles have checked in on YouTube. We are live streaming on YouTube. Just check into YouTube and put in my call sign VA3IMW in the search box. Scroll down till you see the big red sticker that says live. Give it a click and you'll find us right here. Anyway, standing by for check-ins via RF, the VA3IMW here and waiting for you.
VA3 CJZ. VE3 SMN.
All right, 2 there. We've got Chuck and Matt. So we'll take them in that order. Chuck, a nice signal up tonight, solid S9. And how is your day going so far? Lots of DX?
You're kidding, right? No, I just checked very poor conditions there, Mac. But I had started my day with a doctor's visit. Had to discuss a few things and go over my blood work for diabetes. So apparently this time around the numbers were looking good. So my diabetes specialist was quite pleased with the numbers, and so was I. Other than that, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, you got a great signal. 5.9 plus, maybe even 10 over. So good job there. And I heard Matt behind me there. He was sounding nice and strong as well. So that's it for me, Matt. Can't really think of much else. Hopefully this bout of poor conditions will be over for the weekend.
For the weekend, well, what's going on the weekend? Is there some special contest that we should know about? And by the way, I missed my opportunity to thank you for a fun and entertaining net last night. Anyways, yes, is there significant contests happening this weekend? And we're looking forward to making a mark there for us.
Well, Matt, I was actually saying that because it was for the benefit of you hard-working Monday to Friday guys. I always hope to get good conditions for you guys there, Mac. But there is 1 or 2 contests that would be for us. There's a sideband there. I'm not exactly sure. I think that might be the triple play. No, that's PSK. I'll have to check it out. Oh, the Japan. There's a Japan contest there on the weekend. But yeah, I just want good conditions for people that work during the week can enjoy their hobby on the weekend.
How very considerate, saving the best band conditions for downtime for the working few. Certainly appreciate that, Chuck. And yeah, all right. Well, and if there is an Asian contest, maybe there's a chance that 10 or 12 meters might yield some good DX there, and we might be able to pick up some unconventional contacts. Excellent. Anyways, anything else for the net before we carry on and say hello to Matt?
Let's see now. Oh yeah, another conservative quit the caucus. So yesterday one crossed over to the Liberals, and now today one quit. So I don't know. There's a shakeup going on. Anyways, that's it for me, Mac. I'm gonna listen along, and if I think of something else, I'll jump in.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much for the check-in, and yeah, you're more than welcome to give us a shout if something sparks a synapse result in the gray matter. Anyways, let's bring in VE3 Sierra Mike November. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening, Mac, and good evening, everyone on the net and in the wings. The net for me has started off on the right foot because I remembered to switch over to the radio that actually has an output on this band, so that way you guys can all hear me. And Chuck, regarding your comment about the band conditions, I was very happy to hear that because when I got home, I was skating the band there for a bit, and I thought something was wrong over here. Wasn't hearing much of anything. But it turns out maybe that's not the case. So just here for the net, here for the duration, and hoping we get to hear our friends on tonight. Back to you, Max.
All right. And just judging by what I heard, spinning the dial quickly on 20 and 40 meters, I would estimate that our A index is kind of high tonight, or at least so far. Which would mean E-layer absorption. So things are a little bit dull. So stations aren't quite as loud and pronounced as they usually would be within better band conditions. But I haven't even looked up the numbers. I'm just going by ear. Sometimes you can tell when you spin around the dial and you say, okay, well, I really should hear Texas and Arizona a heck of a lot better than that. However, Louisiana, I had a 5.9 signal report from those guys, and we seem to have a pipeline between, and it's like Kentucky, Louisiana, and Mississippi, and usually Missouri. If there's a decent station there, that's always a bona fide, easy pickings contact, regardless of band conditions. So you start to look at Florida and Texas and the Midwestern states. That's kind of the litmus test of what's really going on there. But not to worry. The magic of 40 meters after dark. We can probably look forward to some good contacts surrounding, 7:30, 7:45. As long as the operators are still out at the parks, and we'll be able to trap them down. Anyway, certainly appreciate your check-in tonight, Matt. How's everything else going?
No complaints here. Everything's good. Tomorrow is Friday. We have a long-term employee retiring from our shop, and that means free pizza for everyone and probably some cake for dessert. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a beer and chili party, and you were going to invite the whole gang. All right. Well, enjoy the pizza, and if the cake is right up your alley, then enjoy that as well.
Right on. Well, thank you very much. I am definitely looking forward to some cake tomorrow because it's been a while. Let's carry on. I'm sure there's others waiting to get in. And thanks for doing the net. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. And yes, you enjoy your lunch tomorrow because some idiot booked a Teams meeting over top of my lunch period. So I guess that nixes any enjoyment there. But I'll be even more hungry when I get home for whatever is available, I guess. Anyways, bidding you 73s, and thanks again for your check-in. That's the end of my list. It was a very short one, but I'm sure there's lots of other. Oh my goodness, Chuck, thanks for looking that up. The A index is 52. I was absolutely right. E-layer absorption to beat the ban. Anyways, we'll take a standby again and see if we can harvest a couple of more check-ins here on RF.
Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
VA3WPG, quick check-in, no comments tonight.
All right, two more. It's Bill and Chris. Chris, thanks for your one and done. Trust you have a good one. Bill, VE3IUK, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good evening, and I can attest to the crappy bank conditions. I think I got maybe like 2 new parts today, and just terrible. Even trying to hear something out of Michigan, it's like, are you there? And, usually Michigan rolls in here, quite good even during the daytime, but not today. Index, 52K index of 4, and abysmal band conditions. So I don't even know if we'll get the magic of 40 meters after the net tonight. I'm not too sure about that one. But anyway, regardless, it is what it is. So, and for Chris, I'll try to get a hold of you for next week. I've been a little bit preoccupied and busy this week, so appreciate all your help. So anyways, that's about it from here. So let's hope conditions improve for the weekend, and maybe I can get a few more parts. So anyway, back to you.
All right, super duper signal coming out of Dundas there, Bill. 10 over S9. So that side of the world is working okay. You also bring something to my memory. I think I had mentioned once before in passing, but everybody's really keen on activating white hern. And I think we've said that if a mass of people got down there, then everybody would feel comfortable doing it. So I think I threw it out there as an option. Option number 2, as far as a potential location for our winter solstice activation. And I just wanted to get some feedback on that. It's already November 6th. OMG, how many shopping days until Christmas? Time flies when you're really having fun. Any thoughts on that, Bill?
I think I would go for that. Easy for me to get to by bus. I wouldn't have to even depend on anybody for a ride to get there. That's an easy one for me. One bus. Anyway, I would go for that, Mac.
All right, so let's bounce this around with some people. Maybe we should bring Chris back in. I know he's busy with other things, but if you're not too busy, just to throw in an opinion there, Chris. VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf.
What was the question?
Would you be preferable to activating white hern out back of the city hall on our winter solstice activation rather than Christie Conservation Area?
Maybe because White Hern's not right downtown there. It might be easier for people on the bus during the winter and all the snow and stuff. A and B, having City Hall there and a portion of the bridge there where the taxis do their thing along with the building at White Hern you might actually be shielded from the. Then I guess Christie does have that pavilion there. Maybe Christie for the summertime. Maybe I maybe put a vote in for Whitehorn for the winter time.
All right. There's 2 in favor of another option there. Okay. I'm not sure if Chuck has an opinion, but let's call him back in just because we have time. VA3CJZ, VA3IMW. Would you be interested in attending if we activated Whitehorn rather than Christie for the winter solstice activation?
VA3CJZ, Mac, I would give you a tentative yes at the moment, but we'll have to wait till we get closer to it.
All righty. Okay. And VE3SMN, I didn't ask you the question, Matt. Any opinions on the preference if you were the kind of guy that would show up during the wintertime for an outdoor activation activity?
Well, I can't really say for sure. I've never done it before, but I do have a history of doing quite a bit of winter camping, so I would probably like to at least observe and join in where I can and help out where I can.
All right, QSL. So what we had discussed previously was using the location that's Christie Conservation Area for our winter solstice activation. And basically it's getting together on the Sunday, setting up radio equipment, antenna or antennas, and the group activates the park. Everybody gets a log to submit to the POTA.app, and it ups their numbers. And obviously we attract a lot of attention for the Hamilton POTA operators because we're on the map. Anyways, so I'm going to take that as somewhat tentative positive, but thank you for your input. All right. I'm at the end of my list, unless, Bill, you have maybe something else to mention?
Comment WPG. Pick up Chris first.
Okay, here I am picking up Chris. Oh, I pulled something. Go ahead, Chris.
And I just want to say I was at Christie last October, just at the end of summer, and I can imagine that would be a really, really nice place to be in the summertime. So instead of a barren wasteland in the middle of winter time. So Christie would probably be a really good spot for summer. VA3 WPG.
And you can bring your fishing rod and take some trout home for dinner.
Oh, that too.
All right. Okay, Bill, anything else for us tonight?
Well, if he's going to take trout home for dinner, he should go there in October, and that would be trick or trout. No, that was bad. No, I would echo Chris' sentiments. It would be nicer to do Christie Conservation Area, probably as our summer activation. So I would go along with that. Other than that, nothing else back. Thanks for doing that.
All right. Let's make another call, see if we can harvest a couple more RF check-ins. This is Victor Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, here in the Simplex frequency of 446125. Stand by for your check-in.
VA3 DCS.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo, India.
2 more fine gentlemen. Okay, we've got Dave and we got Larry. We'll take them in that order. Good evening, Dave. Welcome back. What else is going on in the world of fun and excitement, dealing with computers and really fun clients?
Oh, my. Yeah, don't get me started. A day doesn't go by when you say WTF many times.
Oh, okay. Web technological novice or something like that. I'm not sure what that means. Anyways, yeah, it amazes people from time to time what others can accomplish by sheer ignorance or malice or forethought.
Yeah. Well, we just onboarded a client that has salons throughout Toronto, Oakville, quite a few other places, and I don't know. We just took them on because their IT person decided to retire, I suppose. And what we're finding is this person who retired built a network that kept them employed.
Well, that in itself is good news. You've got a client that needs a lot of care and service. As long as it's pay per issue, then you've just been granted a what do they call that? A gold ticket. You're going to be busy with these guys for a dog's age.
Oh, don't I know it? No, it's I guess a managed services contract, so they pay so many tens of thousands of dollars. I'd like to say a month, but they probably pay almost a lot of locations, so yeah, it could be up around $10,000 a month for service. But yeah, these little hidden switches that aren't connecting, and they're complaining about no network functionality. And if we find these switches actually hanging from the ceiling by an Ethernet cord, and then other Ethernets plugged into them, and is basically trying to mount these things to walls and places so they're a little bit more stable, but it's very frustrating.
There's probably no documentation to go along with it.
No, absolutely not. They run this application that the client doesn't even know how it runs. So we've had to reach out to the vendor to get some insight into it.
Well, I think that's what we call a cash cow. Go ahead and milk that one. You should be really happy about this. It's going to keep you busy. Busy is good. Busy keeps you employed. And yeah, busy is good.
Yes. And as such, we have a lot of WTFs. What the fun?
Okay, other than the work stuff, how's everything else going? Grandchild, everybody's happy. Any other trips to Texas in the offing? And obviously the trailer's been winterized and stored, but what else is going on?
No, just see the grandchild doing wonderful. I don't have a trip planned until probably thinking next November, before we go down again. But though my wife may go down a couple times in between, because she's retired, she has lots of time on her hands.
And then you get to play Bachelor for a few days. Okay, gotcha right there. Your secret's safe with us. Anyways, the general question tonight is options for activation location. Potentially we could activate Whitehorn for the winter solstice rather than Christie Conservation Area.
Well, I'd be in for that. I would have to. It would be a decision on the day, depending, because I will be on call that weekend and week. If it seems to be quiet that day, then yeah, I would probably be there with bells on.
And we would take pictures. Okay, so that's a tentative yes, and it sounds like we're leaning towards that. All right, Dave, certainly appreciate your check-in tonight. always interesting to hear what's going on in the computer world that works and sometimes doesn't. Anything else for the net before we pick up Larry?
Nope. Just thanks for doing it. And 7-3.
Okay, thanks, Dave. VE3LBI, Larry, go ahead.
Yep, thanks, Mac. Hello, everybody on the net tonight. Not too much for the report. Grocery day, obviously, Thursday. Other than that, clean up a little bit of the backyard. She had some hostas she wanted to clean up, so got them chopped down, and they're in the bin out front, ready to go. It is also garbage night. That's about all, Mac. Like I say, it was grocery day, so groceries are getting absolutely ridiculous in price. Some stuff we actually have stopped buying just because of the price.
Well, you got to keep sustenance, right? So you got to have your proteins and your vegetables and your grains. But I guess you're already knee deep in home baking your own bread and stuff like that. So not that it's any cheaper, really, but it certainly is a lot healthier if you know what's going into the food that you're cooking. Anyways, I guess we're not quite at the point where we have to resort to eating cat food. Whether it's flakes of ham or flakes of kitty food, I'm pretty sure it's all equally healthy.
Well, we like having a Caesar salad once in a while. We went through today shopping, and she looked at the romaine lettuce. 3 pieces of romaine lettuce, $8. That's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm sure they must throw a lot of it out just because people won't buy it at that price. I spoke to a lady actually at Walmart. Her husband is a truck driver, and she was mentioning how many boats and trucks are parked on the other side of the border and on this side because they won't pay the price for the transporting the goods across. So they sit there and they rot. But yeah, something's got to happen out of it. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Like I said, the pricing. Anyways, that's my pet peeve, I guess, for tonight. As for your comment and question before, yeah, white herd sounds good. Not sure how the conditions are going to be, weather-wise, but I'll see how I feel and try to make a trip that way. But definitely, I think white herds would be a good one.
Okay, that saves me the need to ask the question. So another tentative positive, but certainly looks like a good opportunity. And yeah, to boot, free parking on the Sunday, so we can all congregate in that back parking lot behind City Hall, and we should not have any interference from any encampment type people, but obviously en masse we would be able to deter any undue interest. Certainly appreciate your check-in tonight. Any comments about the upcoming Zetoe Rag Chew tomorrow night?
No, nothing at all, Mac. I just hope everybody, if they feel like showing up, if Chuck comes along and wishes, if he could do anything that's going on for contesting, throw it in there. But that's about it. So hopefully people are around 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We don't have any more baseball games. I'm not sure what else is on, but we may pull in a few more people. Anyways, Mac, thanks for doing it, and I'll listen along here. VE3LBI. Comment.
Okay, thanks very much, Larry. And your comment is more than welcome. Bill, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to throw in quickly that I've got Larry S7 here. Actually, good signal tonight. Weird.
Propagation is very good. I know Arpad used to say, oh, it's because the leaves are falling off the trees, then the signals are getting through. Who knows? Sometimes the chilly nights, sometimes damp skies. Yeah, all the reasons you can think of for enhanced propagation on UHF. And it's not always the same on UHF, VHF, and HF frequencies. So when it happens, you take it with a smile on your face. Very good. Thanks for the signal report, Bill. Certainly appreciate that. Let's now take another quick standby to see if we can harvest any last-minute check-ins here. I'm sure there's got to be somebody else hanging over. So this is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, standing by for any further check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net.
VE3FNI.
Well. Good evening, Sean. VE3FNI, VA3IMW. Good to hear your voice. And can I assume you're coming to us from Home Sweet Home?
Home sweet home here over here, Mac. I only got a copy on, what's it called, Chuck tonight. He's coming in really strong for a change. I could rarely ever get him over here. And I heard Larry, but that's about it. I haven't been able to copy anyone else. I'm just downstairs at the computer desk, and YouTube reminded me that you were streaming, so I thought I'd switch to Radio 1. Back to you.
Well, you are certainly doing a bang-up job here. Audio peaks are hitting an S9 here at my station, so certainly appreciate you dropping in and saying hello. I see Chuck has posted an S1 for you on YouTube, but we'll let you guys have a quick QSO, and we'll see if anything improves or degrades. Let's bring in Chuck, VA3CJZ, VA3IMW. You want to say hello to Sean?
VA3CJZ. Hello, Sean. Sounding really good tonight. Really good audio. Full quieting, of course. S1. So nice to hear you in there, Sean. How's things? Chuck, things are going great. You're coming in S4, actually, and you sound fantastic. Yeah, just taking care of business as usual, and at the computer here, just trying to do some emails and whatnot. And yeah, I'm glad I got that YouTube. You know, I'm a little bit addicted to the whole YouTube thing, and to say the least. And yeah, it's great. I got what's it called, the notifications set up, so I see when Max broadcasts are coming up. It's always really handy. But back over to you. Ah, very good, very good. Well, then I'll have to put my my new YouTube channel on the chat here, because my old one, I was having trouble streaming through that one, so I got another one. It's still called VA3CJZ, but there's a specific address I can put in there for you, and you can check out my videos there when they're on. Well, I'll do that right away. VA3CJZ, it's VE3FNI. Sorry, I'm a little distracted at the moment, and yeah, I'll pass it back to Mac, and I'll look for your channel in the chat there. Sorry, I'm doing text messaging at the same time, so sorry.
Well, you haven't changed a lick, right? You're always working too much, too hard, too fast. And someday you'll slow down and learn how to exhale. Anyways, certainly 100% appreciate you checking in with us tonight, Sean. Always good to hear you on the air. And while you're multitasking there, just let us know if you have any last-minute comments.
No last-minute comments, other than always a pleasure to speak with you, gents. I'm going to monitor, and I just got Chuck's channel, and I'm going to subscribe to that right away. I'll likely be on the reg too tomorrow, so I'll see you guys all then. The E3FNI.
Okay, very good. And just for your information, the ZOE repeater is not as potent as it used to be. Instead of the 4-bay antenna that was 300 feet in the air above Mohawk College, it's now an X50 just above roof level. So hopefully you'll be able to catch a copy on the repeater. And anyways, we would also certainly welcome you to join us for the winter solstice activation, if you have some time, on December 21st at Whitehorn. So the activation has been shifted from Christie Conservation Area by popular opinion to Whitehorn, which is a heritage site here in Hamilton, Ontario, but it's also a Parks on the Air designated park location, right behind City Hall here in Hamilton. Anyways, I know you're busy, so we won't hold you, and let's see if we can coax another check-in out of the woodwork somehow. VA3IMW, stand by for any further calls.
Comment.
Oh, that must be Bill. Go ahead.
Yeah, so there's some luck on 40 meters tonight, 5 and 9 in Tennessee. So some of the signals far away are nice and strong.
All right, and my congratulations on picking up the right mic.
How about that, eh?
Okay, very good. Like I said, here we are, 7:35. We're stretching it a little bit tonight, but that's okay. Lots of time. I've got nowhere to go until early tomorrow morning in the dark. And we'll take a standby for any other check-ins tonight. VA3IMW, stand by.
Comment from FNI.
Go ahead, Sean.
Just a question. If anyone is able to hear, has anyone tried reaching my repeater in a while? I'm just curious how well you guys are able to reach or not reach it. It's 443-8375 or 443-835. FM, no tone required. It also does fusion.
All right. I've got things in both hands, so if you wouldn't mind putting those details in the chat so that folks can configure their radios to that frequency and give it a try. And I would certainly be interested. I think you set up this repeater at your office location rather than home.
It's actually on a 14 or 15-story building just on Lake Ontario Import Credit. I'll put the details in the chat window now. I don't have a Fusion radio at the house at the moment, but the repeater is Fusion, but it does FM. So I'll put the details in the chat window right now.
All right, very good. And thanks for that additional information. Okay, I see Steve is also checked in on YouTube. Can't reach the repeater. Well, there is no repeater, Steve. It's my radio. PDL myself can't reach the repeater from my portable. So Steve, you're at PDL's place, and you want me to open the squelch there, Steve? I can do that and take a standby and see if I can hear you. VA3 NFG, VA3IMW. Do you copy? All right. So we've got a YouTube check-in from VA3 NFG, and I guess we're also going to include Paul as a check-in here. All right. Thank you very much for that. Any other RF check-ins for tonight? VA3IMW, stand by. Go ahead with the comment.
Thanks, Mac. VA3SMN here. As far as your winter solstice, I'm sure you know this already, everyone does. We winter camp just about every winter over the past few years at Bowen's Conservation Area, and that would probably be a pretty good spot too. We have group campsites you can rent and all that. Lots of space and still have the power on and all that good stuff. But unfortunately, we're not winter camping this year, or we'd have a really nice home-based trailer to hang out in and have warm drinks and such. Maybe next year.
Okay, let's hold that thought for next year. Certainly appreciate that, Matt. A good option. And setting up a park that had some kind of facilities and kind of a base of operations, that would be very interesting. Appreciate that comment there. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Something a little different. Maybe we can make it happen one year.
QSL. All right. With that, we'll stand by one more time for any last minute check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come on in.
Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf, portable.
There he is, Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf Portable, doing a fine job tonight.
All right, even from the stock run. How about that? Okay, awesome there, Mac. Check both of us in there, one for PDL as well.
All right, you're both in the log. Certainly appreciate it. You found the sweet spot, anywhere between an S1 and an S5, depending on how you tilt your head. Certainly appreciate it, and thanks so much. Is it a work day, or are you doing an extended weekend?
No, I'm just wrapping up the second of 2 days off, so I go back in tomorrow and work the weekend, and then I'm off. So, yes, sir.
All right. Well, Loverboy said everybody's working for the weekend. In your case, everybody's working on the weekend. All right. 7-3, Steve. All the best. Have a safe day at work, and we'll catch you on the Rag Chew tomorrow night. Thank you very much.
VA3 CJZ recheck.
VA3 CJZ, go ahead with your recheck.
Yeah, Mac, I was just curious, what type of microphone are you using with that radio? Just, is it a handheld, or what are you using?
This is the stock handheld mic that goes with the ICOM 7100.
All right, sounds very good. For a handheld, it sounds really good. Okay, I was just sitting here scratching my head and going, hey, that's good audio. What's he running over there?
Well, when I first got this radio, I always heard Larry talking about my audio being low. So what I actually did was take the microphone apart, and I carved out the front face to open up the microphone orifice. And so it's been slightly modified physically, just so that there's more oomph and push into the microphone element itself. But I've also tried to concentrate on talking across the microphone instead of into it. So I try to minimize any opportunity for the puff.
Oh, yes. Some people are right into that puffing. Sometimes it's hard to... Anyway. All right. Thanks, Mac. I was curious, and now I'm not. Let's see if there's anyone else out there.
All right. We'll make this last call. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, standing by for your check-in.
VA3IMW.
UK.
And that must be Bill. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I always, using microphones on the radio, tend to talk across them because I can be a bit boisterous and try to avoid that puff. So that's a practice I've been into for a long time, talking across the mic.
QSL, puff, give. All right. Any other last minute comments or last minute check-ins?
And then there's me up on the microphone like Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China. VA3WPG.
Thank you very much. Dundas again heard from. All right. With that, I'll bid you all 7-3s, and we will turn this frequency back to normal amateur use. And that'll conclude not only the net, but the live stream. Thanks, everybody, for your check-ins tonight. And don't forget to be active on the radio tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on the ZOE repeater. Say hello to Larry and everybody else who's attending the Friday night ZOE Rag Chew. 7 3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.